Uh-oh, them butcher boys back. Yeah, sick, glitch, C-dub. Yeah, you know, we got a new motto this year. MCF, money come first.
Yeah. What up? Y'all already know it's the man about town, Virgil, aka Stacks with the Facts. And y'all know y'all tuned in to 8 Real Talk Podcast, man. Hit that like button, subscribe to the page, click on the bell and all of that. Now, as y'all see by the thumbnail, our homie, our brother, BOOSIE Badass is just keeping his name in the media, man. You hear me? I'm gonna start off by saying this, right? I actually am a fan of BOOSIE's music, right? And I'm able to separate the man from the music, right? With that being said, this whole situation with Duke the Jeweler, and rest in the essence the Duke the Jeweler, right? But I gotta say this, man, and I gotta bring this to light, right? As an ex-street guy, right? I know backdoor energy when I see it, man. You hear me? Now, I'm not saying that BOOSIE had anything to do with it, because I just don't know that. But what I'm also going to say is that I'm from the streets. I know backdoor energy when I see it. And for BOOSIE to sit up there and say that he didn't know Duke the Jeweler, when actually he did, for him to say that he had to pawn off some of his stuff to pay the $1 million or whatever the situation was to the Chicago GD brothers, right? That's suspect in itself right there. You hear me? Let me tell y'all why, right? For one, right, it's automatically suspect because you got caught in multiple lies when you didn't have to. 1. 2, you went on to VLAD'S rat bastard ass platform. And for y'all who don't know, if y'all do your research into Vlad, DJ Vlad, unlike DJ Academics, he was at one point an actual DJ, but before all of that, he worked at the CIA, right? So he's an actual agent. Anyway, you went on Vlad's rat bastard ass platform, right? And you just was talking about all type of goofy, silly stuff that you absolutely should not have been discussing with Vlad, right? So that's a strike right there. 2, brethren, to deny that you had anything to do with it, but in less than 24 hours, you was able to procure the jewelry that was stolen from off of Duke the Jeweler, that's suspect, right? And if I remember correctly, don't quote me on this, I'm not saying this is true, I'm just merely repeating what I saw. If I'm not mistaken, I seen that my brother Red, shout out to my brother Red Supreme TV1, right? I seen somebody type in my brother's comment section that BOOSIE's cousin, who allegedly was interviewed or whatever, allegedly the Chicago GDs then pulled tight on him and did something to him. So, you know, I can't confirm or deny that, but what I'm saying is BOOSIE got some explaining to do, man. Right now, I'm not saying that BOOSIE knew anything about anything per se, but what I am going to say is, as a guy from the streets, man, and being involved with certain things, I know backdoor type energy when I see it. I'm not saying that BOOSIE backdoored Duke the Jeweler. I'm saying that it's a possibility that he did. That's what I'm saying. No one else was robbed. No one else got taken up top. Nobody else got murdered or shot, right? It was a whole bunch of ballers in that at that party. Everybody who was at that party, which was a gambling party, BOOSIE's known to throw these elite gambling parties after each one of his shows, right? The fact that everybody at those parties are personally invited by you, BOOSIE, that's suspect, right? Now, real ones is looking at this like, man, BOOSIE, man, looking like he has something to do with it, man. You know what I'm saying? Now, I will say this. BOOSIE definitely has something to do with it. Not as in being responsible for what happened to Duke the Jeweler, rest in the essence to him. But he's involved because the sole reason why Duke the Jeweler was in Houston was to come and rock with you at your show, allegedly. Right? So I'm thinking if Duke the Jeweler was my people's, and I knew the whole point and reason of him going to Houston was to rock with you, Boosie. Oh, my people's come up dead, robbed. Oh, I'm coming to see you. Now, I ain't saying I'm going to pull tide on you like violently, but I'm definitely going to come see you. You hear me? Or we're going to have a face-to-face discussion. You can guarantee that. So this is what I'm going to say concerning this whole situation, man. The rap game is ran by demons, like I said on my brother's platform, right? Anybody with the eyes to see here, not these eyes, but this eye, right? Anybody with eyes to see can clearly see that our brother Boosie has massive demons on him. Massive. I'm talking about powerful stronghold demons on him, man. You can see it in his face. I say all that to say that involving any situation with these so-called rap dudes, they either did something they wasn't supposed to do, or they didn't do something that they were supposed to do. Now, y'all can take that however y'all take that. Take it to wherever you want to take that. That's on you. I'm just telling you from my personal experience what I know to be true. Right? The hell? What's going on over there? Right? This is what I know to be true. So, you know, man, this whole situation is getting out of control. It's getting out of hand. Personally, if you ask me, I think it's getting way too much media coverage. But it definitely needs to be discussed and talked about because it deals with things in the street spilling over into the industry, right? And when y'all do y'all's research into the music industry, especially the hip-hop industry, it is ran by demons. Flat out. And demons need their sacrifices. Right? Am I saying that Boosie sacrificed Duke? No, that's exactly not what I'm saying. But what I am saying that in the industry, these guys have to do this. So was Duke a sacrifice on Boosie's part? It could be argued. Right? I'm not going to state my personal opinion because my personal opinion don't matter. I'm only sticking to what we all know. Right? So it ain't up for me to decide. It ain't up for you to decide, right? To an extent. But what I'm not going to do is, I'm not a detective, like I said, so I'm not about to try to solve Duke the Jeweler's murder. That's up to the Houston Police Department to do that. But what I am going to do as a content creator and as a journalist, I'm going to ask questions that need to be asked that has not been asked. So with that being said, smash that like button, click on the bell. You know what I'm saying? Subscribe to the page, share on your social engineering and all of that. Tap in and walk with us, man. Stacks with the Facts, a Real Talk podcast. Hey.
Stacks with the Facts. E&E. Stimulus package. Let's go. I'm from that nutty north. Agla Green, Cleveland, and have number streets. Windsor Terrace, Short North. On my north side, just ride with me. Brittany Hill, South Mott, New Jack, what's in the noon? Can't forget about P Street and L Block 2, cause they some goons. Nutty North, Agla Green, Cleveland, and have number streets. Windsor Terrace, Short North. On my north side, just ride with me. Brittany Hill, South Mott, New Jack, what's in the noon? Can't forget about P Street and L Block 2, cause they some goons. What you fuck niggas know about the north side? North side till I die, got a lot of pride. P Street where I saw my first homicide. Cause I left you working at the Dutchess for $1.05. What you fuck niggas know about big city? Town cone, get a slushy for $1.50. Venues, egg rolls, best in the city. Big daddies had the freshest gear in the city. Stacks with the Facts, ain't nobody fucking with me. Grown folks was a pop club in the city. Philly Grill had the best drinks in the city. Chef place closed down cause they drinks was shitty. Got love for the east side, love for the south side. Got love for the west side too. But I'm from up north where we get money and slide through your hood like it's a drive-through. Walk through your hood, not just drive through. Any hood I'm good, I'm that fly dude. All these bitches wanna kick it like Ryu. In my DM, kissy face, hi boo. If you from up north, rep that shit. Say it real loud with your test, nigga. No NBA, no EA Sports, but I still ball the best. That nutty north, Agna Green, Cleveland Ave, number streets, Windsor Terrace, Short North. All my north siders ride with me. Brittany Hill, South Mott, New Jack, Joyce in the noon. Can't forget about P Street and L Block 2, cause they some goons. Nutty North, Agna Green, Cleveland Ave, number streets, Windsor Terrace, Short North. All my north siders ride with me. Brittany Hill, South Mott, New Jack, Joyce in the noon. Can't forget about P Street and L Block 2, cause they some goons.
Brooklyn Mall was the best one we ever had. That's where I caught the patent leather Jordan 11s at. That's where I caught my first herringbone chain at. That's where I saw my first stone of cocaine at. Give me a beat, I'm a propane at. Mifflin Middle's where I learned to spit flames at. P Street where I really sold cane at. One of the reasons why the street is really named that. Straight facts, I ain't never gotta lie to ya. Northside pride, gotta keep it live for ya. My Crip niggas dark blue like they play for Hoyas. My blood niggas die moon like the Massa Wars. Can't forget about Genesee Avenue. That's where a nigga made dividends revenue. Murder Street, Miss Enos Jerk Barbecue. Island Vibes, Windsor and Cleveland Avenue. Caddy Corner, across the street, Tom's Corner Store. Just one thing, Windsor Terrace famous for. Can't forget about D&J's 4th and 8th. Agent's crib cooking up 4 ways and 8. On my north side niggas, yeah, we really great. Name a better side of town, I sit and wait. All y'all other side of towns, y'all went away. All y'all other side of towns, y'all went away.
Nutty North, Agna Green, Cleveland Ave, number streets, Windsor Terrace, Short North. All my north siders ride with me. Brittany Hill, South Mott, New Jack, Joyce and the noon. Can't forget about P Street and L Block 2, cause they some goons. Nutty North, Agna Green, Cleveland Ave, number streets, Windsor Terrace, Short North. All my north siders ride with me. Brittany Hill, South Mott, New Jack, Joyce and the noon. Can't forget about P Street and L Block 2, cause they some goons.